Hello and welcome to another Do It All Yourself Guy video. Today we're going to be fixing the center console of a 2015 Toyota Sienna. Here's what's wrong with mine. Okay, so my center console right here on a 2015 Toyota Sienna is 10 years old, and what happened is the cover in the center no longer stays locked down. It automatically goes back. The reason for that is this hole is supposed to go into this latch right here, and as you can see, it is broken. It broke off, just normal wear and tear. 10 years of usage, that's very common. This can happen. So if this is happening to you, and if your center cover isn't locking in place and doing this, this can be really annoying. I've been running with this for about a couple of weeks now, but it's finally time to fix it. Here's how to get it fixed. So the way to fix this is to replace this part right here. There's a section of the center console right here. There's a part that has this latch knob, and then we're just going to replace this part. And it's very easy. Let's take this apart. Let me show you how to do this. Here is the new part number. I'll leave a link below if you have the same problem and if you're interested in buying the same exact part. Okay, so the part that sits underneath this cup holder, here is the new part, just so you could see the difference. Here is the old part right here, and here's the new part. This is how it's supposed to be. There's a little latch right there that sticks out, and as the cover comes down, it pushes on this and locks in place, just like that. So we'll take the cover, the cup holder out, and then we'll replace this part. Let's get to it. Here's a comparison between the old part and the new one, and this is what they look like. So this entire assembly right here looks like this. And this piece broke off. As you can see, it's supposed to behave like that, and I no longer have this part. So let's get to fixing it. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do to take out the old part that has the broken latch is simply pull the cup holder out. The cup holder is actually secured in place by plastic tabs. So in order to take the cup holder out, all you have to do is grab the cup holder firmly. It starts with this section. Start to just wiggle it up and give it a firm tug up, just like that, and it will come apart very easily. Now, be careful when you do that. We don't have to apply excessive force. See, I just yanked it out and it got disconnected. We are going to reuse this part. We do want this cup holder, but like I said, there are 4 tabs right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that hold it in place, and you just have to give it a gentle pull, and then this part is out. Next, once we remove this, as you can see, here is the old part that we're trying to remove, and here is the replacement part. So we'll get to that in a second. So next, we need to take out this cup holder assembly. Again, it is also secured by tabs that look like this. So all you gotta do is hold the sides. There are no screws or anything, and just give it a gentle tug out, and here it comes. This will cover the front section of the center console, and here are the tabs. Here's what it looks like. 2 tabs in the bottom right here, and then 2 tabs in the top, and it sits just like that. Don't need to use excessive force. So once we take this out, now we have direct access to the part that we're trying to replace. So pretty easy so far. Cup holder, and then the cup holder container or cup holder assembly. Here it is. We'll set this to the side. Now we got to the part that we are really interested in taking out. Let's keep moving. Here's the part that we're trying to take out right here. Here's the broken latch. As you can see, the little knob that sticks out is gone. So we need to replace this. And it's actually pretty easy to take this, except there's a few tricks. So here are the tricks. As you can see right here, there is a screw and then another one on the opposite side right there. So we need to take these screws out. But in order to do that, this section of the side panels will have to be moved out of place so we can get access to the screw and be able to remove this section and install the new one. So let's do that. In order to take out the side panels, all you have to do is simply, they are plastic, very similar to the other section that I just took out. Okay, so to access these screws, Right there, we do have to remove a section. There's a top section right here. The section of the side panel we have to move is this, just this, and there's another similar part on the other side. We don't have to move the entire side panel, just this side section, so we can clear the way for the screw and this part to come out. So all you have to do to move the side panel, again, they're just knobs and tabs, so all you gotta do is just give it a tug, and then it'll come right out. Here we go, just like that. I don't even have to remove the entire section, just the front part. As you could see right now, I have enough of a clearance. I'll just move the side panel out of the way once I get the screw undone. So now on this side, it's ready to go. I'll do the same thing on the other side. Here's the other side. Again, there's just stabs, so grab the side panel from the top and the side and just give it a yank up, and it'll come right up. Here we go, just like that. And as you can see, I don't have to take the entire side panel out. I just need the front part right here, because at this point I have access to these two screws, and then this part comes out. Okay, before we remove the part, there is a connector that we have to disconnect right here. So there's an LED right here that goes on the front that is secured in place with a little rim around it, and it goes in here. You just have to gently pull this out. Okay, now that we got this far, I'm gonna go ahead and unscrew these two screws to get this part ready to get pulled out. Just gonna use normal screwdriver. No need for an electric screwdriver. Now hold on to these bolts, because we are going to be needing them to secure the new part. Here are both screws. Set them aside. We will need these here in a minute to install the new part. Okay, next we are going to get this subsection right here, this part, disconnected by simply pulling on those tabs. There are tabs that secure it in place. I'm gonna start wiggling this a little bit out of, pull on the tabs and start. So hold on to the part and start pulling it up, and then getting the tabs out of the way. Here we go. So one more. Okay, and then simply move the side panels out of the way to get the sub assembly disconnected. All right, I'm holding onto it because right there is the part that secures the wire in place. So don't yank on it so you don't pull on the wire. You just have to pinch this part. So I'm going to use a screwdriver again. Using my screwdriver, I'm just going to push the side like this and simply push the tab out, and then I'm pulling onto it, and there we have it. Here is the part that secures the wire. Here's my LED, and here is the old part right there, and then no knob to secure it in place. So this is the part that we're trying to replace. It's all now out. Now we're ready to install the new part. Funny thing is, as I was taking this part out, I actually found the missing knob that was broken, but obviously it is completely broken. I can't really use it. Here it is, and it doesn't actually work anymore. But here is the missing knob. Doesn't really matter. I get the new part, so we'll go ahead and install this. Okay, so here is the center console, all empty, ready to install the new part. To install a new part, it's a lot easier because we just do the same exact steps in reverse. So here's the new part ready to get installed. What we're going to be doing is simply pushing it in place right here. So I'm going to go slide it in and then push down and start lining up all the tabs, and simply give it a push down. It secures in place pretty easily. Now I'm going to go grab those two screws right here. Put the screws in. You just have to hand tighten. Do not over tighten. There's nothing that's going to cause these to move out of the way. So just hand tighten. That's why I'm not using an electric screwdriver or anything like that. Here's the other one. Okay, secured in place. Just make sure that all the tabs are locked and the part is level. Looks pretty good. Then I'm gonna run the wire the same exact way. Here it is. There's the part that secures the wire into the part this section of the center console. So here it is, just like that, and then we will reattach. Okay, so the wire is secured to the part, and then this is an important step. We want to reattach the LED. So the LED, as you can see, there's a little hole right here that holds it in place, and it looks like this. So we just simply slide the LED into place and then try to push it in right there. You see how the LED, it's got two parts that are extending out. You just have to line it up at an angle like this and then twist it in like that. You see that? Once you twist it in like that, then it is secure. It looks like this. As you twist, see the extra knobs will line up and go over this section. So now it's good to go. Okay, so with this little LED secured, we just have to go in the same exact order. So we're going to go ahead and secure the side panels right here that we took out. Just give it a little push like that. Line this section over the knob and push down. We'll do the same exact thing on this side. Here it is. Line the knob, the yellow knob right here, and then line it up right here like this and give it a push back, and these little tabs secure in place pretty easily. Okay, now we'll put the front panel of the center console assembly. Here it is. It'll go in like this. Like I said, two tabs on the front, two on the top. The two on the top will go right here, and the two on the bottom will be secured right here. You'll see here's one, and then here's two right there. So all we gotta do is line up those four yellow tabs with their spots and then push them all down at the same time. So we'll start with the bottom two tabs, secure or line up these two, and then we'll line up the two on the top. So once you line up those four tabs, give it a push left and right, and it should be secure in place pretty easily. And then just to make sure, when you put this front panel of the center console, make sure that there's no gaps and there's no wiggles, and it should be pretty even all the way around. Before we put the cup holder, I'm going to go ahead and close this down and make sure that it latches and closes. You see, here's the latch. Okay, push all the way down, give it a push, and sure enough, it is secure. Opens just fine. So I know it works. So that's good. I'm going to open it. And then next, we'll go ahead and put the cup holder. Pretty easy. Here is four knobs. They go in place. 1, 2, 3, 4. Simply line these up. And then once you can feel them line up, just give it a push left and right. Here we go. Just like that. Okay, and at this point, this whole center console assembly has been replaced back. I'll go ahead and test this one more time. Feels nice and new. And that is it. This is how you replace a broken lock mechanism of the center console cover. It's as simple as that. They're just two screws and a couple tabs, all fixed. I'm looking forward to having this all resolved because it's been running like this for the past 3 weeks and it's been driving me nuts. So pretty easy fix. Just have to know how to disassemble this front section and what you need to move out of the way in order to reach this part that I replaced. Lock is back functional, and that takes care of this project. So pretty easy fix. If this is happening to you, please don't rush to the dealer. This is totally a do-it-yourself thing. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes and the right part and a video like this, and you'll have this thing done yourself in no time. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please give it a like and consider subscribing to my channel. Would really appreciate that. Until next video, thanks for watching.